since y'all wanna be on the front lines. Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love me? Yeah. See, right there, that's the punchline. That's the punchline.
You go with him now?
I agree with that.
I believe it firmly that she's innocent.
Are you happy with it?
Well, I've been saying the same thing. I'm like, when it comes to that situation.
Remy Ma is on a downward spiral after separating from Papoose, who had been her long-term support system for convenience. So I'd assure you that you should pay close attention to this one. Because she's losing the contract captain, and the street is abandoning her like a bad habit for a younger woman, Remy is out here attempting to get back to Papoose. NTRVE 5141. But recently, there was a narrative twist when Papoose moved on and proposed to his new partner. You read right. Remy is now obviously in a precarious situation and regrets everything.
Just treat them all the same, really. I've been, like you said, we've been married for 10 years. We've been together for 13 years. So when we met, we were really young. We were both in our early 20s, and we both had children when we were teenagers. So I pretty much watched the 18-year-olds grow up since they were about 4. And his 21-year-old, which is now my 21-year-old, she was about 8 or 9 when I first met them. So for them to be 18 and in their 20s now, I feel like I've been there for.
Let's go all the way back to when the initial claims that Remy was seeing Easy the block captain surface. Since Papoose loved that woman and kept her down for years while she was in prison, everyone was spying on her at the moment. He remained patient and faithful. Never wavered. That's true ride or die love. But it seems Remy didn't think it was enough since everything changed the moment she started dating Easy. She was out on the streets with Easy as if Papoose hadn't been there at all after her relationship with him suddenly disintegrated.
We can make
To exacerbate the situation, Easy also went and tarnished Remy. He allegedly left her hanging and traded her for 2 women, not just a younger one, according to rumors. Now, Remy seems lost, regretful, and unhappy. Furthermore, according to recent sources, Ease has dated 2 ladies who are both involved in the battle rap scene. Allegations surfaced shortly after that ES had been hiding away with his ex-boyfriend San and another musician from his trenches, when Tasmanian Terrara, a battle rapper with connections to trenches, tried to stir up controversy by posting startling screenshots of texts purportedly written by Zan. Things really got out of hand. When I tell you, League C, the lyricist, the money is flowing in.
That means main man don't know me. I will creep up.
Niggas is really mad that when they go to sleep at night and I wake up, we both
And the contents of these communications, these sections, are simply remarkable.
Niggas is mad.
One of the texts even predicted that Remy would become irate when she learned that San had slept with Easy the summer before, which is proof that the drama is real. To make matters more complicated, she also made hints that he was seeing C-Bri.
Interview, he showed his admiration to tell the world how he thinks this woman is greatest. That nigga held you down in prison for 6 years.
Imagine receiving this kind of treatment after divorcing your long supportive spouse. It's like instant retribution, and the streets are consuming it. Do not attempt to fabricate this.
That's my nigga. I'm the one that makes him valid in Philly. He needs me. I made him valid, and now he with Remy. He trying to treat me like this, but
and Chaz was really messy that day. I promise you.
To the hotel,
instead of just spilling the tea, she drained the entire pot. She immediately went to Instagram as though she were being compensated for calling San out. She smiled at that woman without hesitation because she knew you. Everyone on the internet was watching that post when I told you about it, because she was having an insane affair with her partner. But as you are now aware, when things become too heated, both Can and CB came online to control the situation. Sam quickly went to Twitter. Was her tweet, "I'm not dealing with Easy and haven't in years now," a sincere admission or a feeble attempt to sidestep the controversy, considering that the appearance of these receipts doesn't reveal innocent information. She typed as if her life depended on it, putting a stop to the whispers before they grew out of control.
Get out of character. This ain't cosplay. I'm a motherfucker. Delante. I'll punch on shit.
My talent
Javante.
speaks for
I'm
itself,
crazier than
which is
Kanye.
why I am
I'm wilder
here.
than
If you
Deontay.
are trying to discredit me, at least provide the proof. To be clear, no male is the reason I am here. Instead of remaining silent, Southeast clapped back with confidence since she didn't want anyone to make fun of her name. To put it simply, she wrote a blog to ensure that everyone understood her purpose. C had worked very hard before this controversy surfaced, but some people were willing to believe the charges. She shared her credentials and the fact that she was the first artist from Easy's Trench League to compete on Remy Ma's Chrome 23 platform, in addition to talking the talk. According to Southeast, Remy co-signed her skills before this nonsense even showed up on the timeline, so this is a huge accomplishment. Fight the rap scene by yourself. The fact that her name was included in this confusion begs the issue of whether there is more to the story than she is disclosing, even as she is disputing the claims. There is usually more to a situation than what is being stated aloud in a story this complex. Merit isn't easily attributable to a made-up situation, but let's be honest, was that a sincere response or merely excellent PR?
Couldn't even throw caution to the wind without them so
Since
free
fire
bars
always
from Easy,
follows
you got
smoke,
nothing. That's why
let's
you
face
love
it,
being with Breezy.
people
I got
continue
nothing.
to overlook this entire situation. There's something wrong with this, especially when it's easy to be connected with Remy and have relationships with two women. If Remy had the fame, the stage, and the commitment, what was missing? Everyone is genuinely asking that question. He would simply walk out on her in this manner. What specifically did these two other women bring to the table that Remy was allegedly lacking? We ought to be casual. He didn't just go. He flew, and it's quite embarrassing how it happened so publicly. Remy's decision to go public was the pinnacle of the Remy and Easy controversy.
Pat used to come see me literally every single day, so I was chilling. I was like,
So he came up every day? Every visit?
for the first year, he came literally every single day. When you're in a match, you have a visit every day.
Speculation,
but
and whispers
on the
have been
weekends,
going on for
Saturday or
months.
Sunday, so
But she kept quiet until she decided to come clean. You know, that backfired in the worst way. Assume that Easy suddenly turns his entire presentation into a full-fledged soap opera, following an exciting rap battle event when tensions are high and the audience is ecstatic. He looked straight when he was on set. "Are you not in love with me? What did Remy do with your whole chest?" She asked, and without hesitation or question, she said, "Yes." And I mean a yes with some soul in it. This was not just a casual response. It was a full-fledged declaration of love in front of everyone. And suddenly the rumors and murmurs stopped being rumors. She made it public with ease and made his departure equally loud, which seems to be one of her biggest regrets now that everything has happened and the story has become so ugly. The entire battle rap community could see it easily.
Y'all wanna be on the front lines? Hey, yo, Remy, don't you love
Remy
me?
ignored all the warning
See, right there,
signs,
that's the
even though
front
she was
line.
almost screaming at them. She now has to learn the lesson the hard way because of the worst part. Remy wasn't even the first lady to attempt this method at the dramatic "Don't You Love Me" moment during the rap fight. It turns out that Easy had employed the similar tactic on his former Hurricane on other occasions. Dio, believe me when I say that Hurricane Day was not going to overlook it. She immediately got on X, hit the timeline with the receipts, and informed everyone that Remy was just the next person in line and nothing more. She showed a video from one of E's previous altercations and said, "Don't you love me?" Hurricane took a cue from Remy. The script uses the same love-bombing techniques on several women while changing the audience. It's providing habitual manipulators the opportunity to learn, much too late, that she was never the primary attraction and was only a prop in E's battle rap theatrics.
No, move back. He got 2K. It's ironic that I hit him with 2K. I said, baby, you love me? Yeah. I said 2K. So
Hurricane Blue clarified that she wasn't expressing this out of resentment after posting the receipts on Easy. She went on to say, I left Easy. I'm not scorned. I'm happier than I've ever been, to refute any accusations that she was being careless, but she wasn't done yet. She added that she simply gave the information and that she is a far better rapper than people who doubted her sincerity. Let's go back a bit. The original clip sounded too similar when translated, so it's not like folks didn't expect this. She wasn't exposing him for retaliation. She only wanted to correct the record. Gotti revealed Remy and E's entire predicament months ago during a rap fight. Instead of only implying it, he made it plain and informed everyone. He uncovered their covered affair, shamed them in front of the crowd, and essentially informed everyone that Remy was hiding behind Papoose's back. Jai was stating the truth since he witnessed the entire incident before it was made public, and what he said today makes perfect sense, even though it was dismissed at the time as mere battle rap banter.
That's why when Pat said the gloves was off, this ain't no regular female, my nigga, that's his wife. Knocking you off compared to what he could have did to you, nigga, that was
When
like,
others began to question her behavior, Remy called them sloppy and argued they were interpreting her behavior too broadly. Instead of spending Christmas with Papoose, the man who kept her down during her 6-year sentence, she decided to play home with Easy, the block captain. Things giving the impression that drama was what everyone was seeking. But guess what? Papoose was quick to disclose the truth after obtaining the receipts. Following the dumping of the screenshots, a picture of Remy and Easy cuddling on Christmas 2023 was clearly visible.
just tell me stop screwing the business. If I found out you was in the help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking Barack and Michelle, Pap and Rem.
This Papoose was most likely at home hoping he could have a real holiday moment with his wife, while Remy was out having fun with her new partner, acting as though she had never had a real one to hold her in check. This was disrespectful, if it wasn't already. When Papoose eventually showed up in person, it was obvious in public, and because it wasn't just rumors anymore, everyone began to piece things together.
Go ahead canceling Christmas. And then you tried to show us a 10-second video? Are you opening up some
Pap
gifts?
reportedly
Then
didn't
10 seconds
hesitate
later,
to
you went
deliver a
right to
clean
Easy House
knockout
to open up
because
your list?
Ease dared to shake this man's hand as if nothing were wrong, even knowing that he was sneaking around with his wife and other women. Should Pap be held responsible for how he handled it? Throughout it all, Remy was loved and devoted by this man, but he was later exploited in the most terrible way.
And I walked past, I see Papoose, and it was kind of like an aggressive
But don't
motion.
worry,
And Papoose
Ease
swings.
wasn't going to take that loss
next thing I
lightly.
know, Easy was-
Instead, he threw himself into the drama, rejecting everything, rather than simply accepting his loss and moving on. Speaking of being knocked out, let's discuss how he even challenged Papoose to a fight, stating things like, "Really? You got played, got caught, and now you want to square up." A little problem with that approach is that Claressa Shields is his new partner. Oh, she's not just any woman, and Papoose has already moved on. This is the reason behind Remy Ma's desperate actions. She tried to turn the corner and win Papoose back after learning that he was not only making fun of her, but also covertly spending time with other women. In less than 30 seconds, Remy and anyone else who gives Claressa Shields, the undefeated and undisputed boxing champion, a try will be able to tell you that she does not want that type of smoking. But rather than accepting her loss gracefully, Remy began acting very brazenly online.
Out there right now, I'm a rapper too, so if you have any plans on trying to get there and talk crazy to me, I'm fight back.
Everyone could see the shadow as she started
told-
to make
I
subtle
told her
jabs
that.
at Claressa while pretending she was not unhappy. Claressa immediately challenged Remy to a genuine battle because she couldn't afford to just sit back and let him talk slick without any repercussions. Yes, I did hear you. I suppose Remy believed she was going to enter the ring and defeat a female fighter who truly resembled a P. Things started to alter at that point. Let's face it, it's real now, but Remy wasn't finished being messy since, during one of their public arguments, she went too far and gave Claressa's private number away instead of resigning. When she was finished, Claressa did more than just talk. She clapped Remy firmly in return, reaffirmed her offer of a fight, and essentially said, "Let's make it happen for real now." At this point, the drama transitioned from disorganized to downright absurd. Is Remy acting rashly because she knows this fight would never happen? Or would she truly take on a two-time Olympic gold winner and unbeaten world champion?
That's his wife, knocking you out compared to what he could have did to you. Nigga, that was life, and you not off the hook either. If you gon' cheat, at least cheat with a nigga that can fight. You know this ain't right. You know this ain't right. Come on, y'all know this ain't right. Y'all know this ain't right. Remy, you are up here supporting the victim. We done had 6 chrome events. 6 chrome events. Papoose was at all of them. How come he ain't at this one?
You already know 50
As you are
Cent
well
couldn't
aware,
resist jumping into
50
the mix.
Cent was always
If
forced
there's
to
drama,
get involved in the drama. He was threatening Claressa Shields this time. He gave her his typical shady advice on Instagram, telling her to do as she wants and not to fight her because she would be the Blick champion. Regarding Remy's 2007 case, she was found guilty of a gunshot incident and given a 6-year prison sentence. But let's be honest, wasn't lying. It's impossible to ignore Remy's past, and it looks like she might be getting ready for something even bolder. Let's be honest, Remy's desire for Papoose to come back is being thwarted by Claressa. One individual even asserted that she is taking on more than she can handle, and the streets aren't assisting her with this. Let's face it for a moment, but if history is any indication, Remy is not the kind to take a loss well. The city with the highest murder rates, let's talk about Claressa for a moment. She is not just a boxing champion, she is from Flint, Michigan. You already know that the Red Rum Mitten Michigans don't play there if you know anything about them. Claressa is properly trained to knock people out, and her squad is prepared for anything, even though Remy can be tough.
What? Your actual telephone number?
So at this point, you can give me $1. That's $1. It don't have nothing to do with whatever else. It's just that part alone. That part there is where it's like, I'm a businesswoman. Don't leak my number.
Right.
Why would you do that? I mean, drama sells. I'm not in that beat. My smoke with her is posting my number. Right. So people like, oh, she wants to fight her over a dude. Whatever. Stop it. Stop it. That is so beneath me. It's the disrespect of the leaking my number part. And that's it.
And I'm a trained killer. Let's really, like, fuck boxer. I'm a trained killer. So it'd be like, they be talking about these girls, and it's like, I don't do no 30-second fights. 30 seconds? I don't wear your ass out. Listen, you give me 3 minutes.
It turns out that Remy and Claressa were actually acquainted before anything started, just when you thought things couldn't get any messier. You know, this isn't a test. Additionally, the streets claim that Remy and Claressa had a love relationship before this. It was alleged that Pap had cheated on Claressa during their time together. But let's keep it civil. Remy clearly wants the old thing back, and it must have hurt a lot. But even if that's the case, her decision to leave so quickly is terrible. Knowing that Papoose didn't just go on, he rings it. Remy is here to observe that Claressa made a grave error when Pap proposed to her. Papoose was ensuring that he had a bright future with a woman who truly valued him while she was out here seeking comfort.
Quit doubting me. I'm not the one. Talking about, oh, she wore makeup and wigs, and oh, she's trying to be too cute. I'm gonna fight.
The streets are chatting, and there are rumors circulating at the moment. Could it be that Remy and Papoose are solving their problems? The majority of people think that Remy is just pleading to be taken back by intruding into Pap's private chats, which is why this issue is receiving so much criticism. When Fat Joe had to intervene because he was high on meth, you know it's real, so don't miss a beat. It was seen by all. Furthermore, Hoffa was open about how absurd this entire situation is in his My Expert Opinion podcast. Joe is not just a business partner, he is family. He is both Remy and Papoose's close friend and their daughter's godfather, so if anyone would want to see them get back together, it would be him. Even Joe had to acknowledge that he was unable to clear up this mess. But let's face it, when your own first-day pal throws up his hands, you know something's wrong. But Joe shared some behind-the-scenes facts rather than just talking about the problem. Remy was reportedly out to dinner with 10 grown men the night before everything went viral online. To clear up any confusion, Papoose was not one of the 10 men at the upscale restaurant. He took care to keep the rumor from spreading. As soon as the allegations began to spread, Pap wrote on Instagram stories, "Say salute to my brother Fat Joe, even though I wasn't present at Brooklyn Chop House." This does not mean that Remy and Pap are now on good terms. While Pap is having a great time and isn't alone, Remy is out there looking anxious and lonely. While Remy is over here frantically attempting to clean up her mess, Papoose and Claressa are enjoying a romantic vacation in Hawaii, and the atmosphere is fantastic. The two of them appear truly content and carefree in their immaculate images and videos of their island vacation that went popular online. Pap and Claressa are enjoying life to the fullest while enjoying cocktails on the beach, far from the chaos. Although the contrast is amusing, Remy is under a lot of stress and is making every effort to avoid and clarify this. Being dragged any farther, but let's be honest, the streets aren't slowing down. So in a desperate attempt, she chose to rap in retaliation, the only way she knows how, because she had bars ready for everyone and would come for anyone who merely mentioned her name in a fight. Remy claimed that all battle rappers had better line up. Let's be honest for a moment though. This is doing a great deal of harm because finally, nobody is paying attention to it. They don't see it for what it is and don't believe it. Remy is trying to divert attention from the reality that she suffered a significant loss, and Sis is unable to avoid this one amidst the confusion, memes, and public humiliation this episode has caused. This L will always be a part of society. However, Remy honestly believed that things were better now that she's out here looking like a full garden weed dumped bitter and being roasted by the entire internet. The streets are having a great time with this one, I assure you. Indeed, I guess those gay gotta bars are still haunting her, one reader said, while another planned to kill her uncle in order to discredit her in this year's wrap-up. But where is the line? Everyone knows Uncle Murda, and he will write a lengthy piece about the circumstances and this calamity. After threatening to exact revenge on battle rappers, Remy appears even more desperate. She wouldn't give a damn about what people thought if she had actually continued. Let's face it, when you make a mistake like Papoose and your rebound leaves you for a while. The tumultuous situation will only get worse because Remy risked everything and ended up with nothing easy or Pap. Now that she's out here trying to clean up the consequences, do you think Remy made one bad decision too many? Or is she just bringing karma full circle? Should Pap even consider getting back together with her for the sake of their child? Or would he be better off staying with Claressa? Furthermore, do you think Remy's insecurity will show up quickly? I wonder if Remy's career can withstand this turmoil, or if she will be the next casualty in every battle rap that takes place every year. Don't forget to click the like button and share your thoughts in the comments box below. For the most recent information about Remy Ma, my stars and hushers, hit the subscribe button and return often. You can never predict what may occur next. I will see you at the next one.